Hi there. A few weeks ago I started work on a new project, so I figured it was about time I introduced it and brought you up to speed on progress so far. This project is something a little different and isn't related to the Orc warship. I am in fact attempting to build a large scale version of this Killa Kan. As you can see, I've already made a start, which I'll go over shortly, but hopefully this gives you an idea of how big the final model will be. I'm actually scaling up the dimensions by 5 times, so as the Games Workshop Killa Kan stands at about 50mm, mine will be about 250mm tall. I spent quite a while measuring and drawing, and even tried a bit of computer modelling, but in the end I just needed to start cutting plastic to really understand how the construction would work. I started off with the side pieces and the top and bottom, all made from 2mm plastic card, so it's pretty sturdy. From here I then added the depth to the top piece, and also the ledge that goes beneath the viewport. Something I'm really looking forward to tackling on this model is creating the cockpit, which you don't normally get to see on the GW miniatures. Therefore things started to get a little tricky, as I had to think about what would be happening on the inside as well as the outside. I'm intending to make the cockpit as a standalone unit that can be removed from the body of the can. Apart from being easier to build it that way, I figured it would be nice to be able to take it out to get a better look once it's finished. So for that reason I wanted to make the back panel removable. The back panel needs to bear the weight of the engine, so it will sit on this ledge with 4 neodymium magnets to hold it in place. And similarly the top of the panel is held by these 2 magnets. I couldn't go all the way across here as it would interfere with the hatch opening. The back panel took a while to build due to all the angles involved and getting them to match up with the opening in the body. The reinforcing ribs, apart from keeping the panel rigid, also prevent sideways movement. You can see here the magnets on the top of the back panel, which match up with the ones in the can body. Likewise there are 4 along the bottom too. Once in position the door feels pretty secure, with the ledge it sits on taking the weight and the magnets just holding it in place. I then went on to create the panelling that surrounds the top hatch. I'm intending to have the hatch open up to be able to look inside, so I had to make sure the hole allowed enough clearance for it to swing back and forth. Construction was straightforward. Once I had the main shape, I just glued a narrow strip around the edges. Even the strip around the circle went in pretty well, just a slight V shape where the 2 ends joined, but nothing a bit of filler couldn't fix. Here it is sitting on top of the main body section. You can see the hole is slightly bigger than the one below, leaving a slight lip for the hatch to rest on. In hindsight that lip could have done with being a little bit bigger, but it should be okay. The hatch itself is domed. I could possibly have stuck multiple rings together and then shaped that, but I decided to just build a skeleton in plastic card. I'm then going to fill in the majority of the space with some bits of balsa wood to keep the weight down. I'll then build up the remaining area with filler and sand that down using the curves of the uprights as a guide to create the dome. Here's how the hatch looks in place. The hinge will be at the front and I'll need to make the wheel that goes in the centre of the hatch. And just one final shot showing the hatch side by side with the GW Mini. Well, that's all for now. I'll update again when I've made a bit more progress. Thanks for watching.